Shut up and sit down.
What's going on, guys? So you are now watching the Game Chat podcast. We are going to be bringing you guys new podcasts every single week. Monday, you guys can always look forward to that. So today we're going to talk about a bunch of different topics. We have the NFL and NBA. We're going to give you guys a bunch of different sports. All that you guys have to do is just request it, and we will bring it to you, whether it's boxing, MMA, whatever you guys want to see. The possibilities are endless. So we are going to go over everybody's names here. I am Scott, the biggest Minnesota Vikings fan in here, the only Minnesota Vikings fan in here. But hey, we have all of our other co-hosts in here as well. So we'll go over their names right now.
My name's Josh. I'm a Niner fan, faithful always.
Unfortunately.
Hey, relax.
Starting already.
Hey, we're fans of our teams, but we don't discriminate.
No, very true. Very true. We are not biased at all. We are not biased.
We're only biased against the Raider fans.
Only against Raider fans.
Here we go. Reggie and the boys, Raider Nation, Dub Nation. You know what it is. We out here.
And as you can tell, go ahead.
You got Diego, Raider Nation. West Coast is the best coast. Go ahead, thank it. Oh.
And as you guys can tell right now, you can see these Raider fans, they really don't know how to wear jerseys. They're the only ones with their jerseys on backwards. So if that doesn't tell you anything about this, we'll continue.
All right. Well, now you know who we are and what we're going to be doing. This NFL free agency, this offseason, there's a lot of big names on the market, a lot of names wanting out of where they are. And we can start with J.J. Watt. He got released. That's probably the biggest name on the open market right now.
Yeah, he finally got released. He was requesting that release for a long time. And I really do believe that he's going to end up going back home. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's going back to Green Bay. As much as it pains me to say it, just because you got to play him twice a year, right? It's going to be brutal. But I think he's going back home. What do you guys think?
I just don't see him passing up on the opportunity to play with his two brothers. We've never seen it happen. If he played with his two brothers, that would just be a crazy thing over in Pittsburgh.
Definitely a huge milestone to add to your career to be able to say you did that. That's awesome.
I think the only issue with him going to Pittsburgh, you don't have Cam Hayward in his same position.
It does. Okay. I mean, you can find a spot for Hall of Fame.
I think if you add J.J. Watt there, and if he wants to play there, you're going to make it work.
Are you going to tell Cam Hayward, who's one of the top ends in the league, are you going to have him move positions, or are you going to tell J.J. Watt to move positions?
I mean, J.J. Watt can move inside.
J.J. Watt is very versatile. I don't think that's a problem.
Well, then that's a good option, but you also have Cleveland. I know he said that Cleveland had everything he wanted.
Okay. Cleveland did make it to the playoffs, and they did pretty well there.
Cleveland have the best football player.
Diego, what are you saying?
Cleveland's on his top three. It's the Titans, Bills, and Packers. He narrowed it down.
I don't see him going to Tennessee. I never heard anything from Tennessee about him going.
So the Steelers aren't even on that list, are they?
But it's 3 to 5 teams.
So yeah, who are the other two?
The Bills and the Steelers, the other two teams? Because I know he mentioned the Bills this morning too.
Who mentioned the Bills? Per who?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
Who's your source?
It's on. Let me see.
Your source. If it's not Rappaport Shefty, I ain't believing them. I'm telling you right now.
Oh no,
if it's not Daily Snark. I don't believe it.
I got.
John Clayton, right NFL.
J.J. Watt is choosing between Titans, Bills, and Packers.
Who said that? That's John Clayton.
Yeah,
John Clayton. Yeah.
John Clayton looks like Smeagol, not trustworthy.
Not trustworthy. All right. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about Dak Prescott? That's another big one here.
Oh, yeah. He hasn't been mentioned much. It's all been Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, and J.J. Watt. So, Dak Prescott coming off an injury. Played, 5 games this year? 4 or 5?
Yeah. I can't remember the exact week he got hurt.
For almost 6,000 yards passing this year.
If he would have played, he was leading the league when he was still hurt.
And that's the thing, too, is he was having a great year. So, I really want to see them reward him with something. I don't want to see him just get thrown under the bus here. But
I think franchise tag is what's going to happen again.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility. I want to see him get. I know he wants a contract. He's going to want a big contract. He's been wanting
a contract since his rookie contract was up.
For sure,
he continuously gets franchise tagged over there. I don't see who Cowboys. They even offer contracts anymore?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
They gave it to fucking
Zeke.
They gave it to Zeke and Coop. And
Yeah.
that's what pisses me off the most is that they don't sign their franchise quarterback, but they sign Coop and Zeke to these
And Zeke
giant
had
contracts.
Zeke had the worst year
Worst
for
year
a
of his
top
life.
5 running back.
Worst year of his
and
life.
I don't see Zeke being there like finishing out his contract in Dallas. I don't see it happening. It's not going to work with all the money that they have tied up.
Not at all.
No.
I think Dak gets franchise tagged, and I think Zeke gets released after next year.
I think Dak gets traded to the Seahawks for Russell Wilson.
I did see something pop up like that, straight up. Dak for Russ.
Dak for Russ.
Okay.
That would be a great trio of wide receivers for Russell Wilson. Not gonna lie.
Is the Cowboys on Russell Wilson's like list of teams he'd be traded to?
Yeah.
Because it was like the Raiders, Dolphins, Jets,
Vikings.
Saints were one of them.
Was the Vikings actually on there? You messing?
No, I don't think anybody's buying to go to the Vikings.
No one wants to go to the Vikings
except for
shut the
Everson Griffin. Everson Griffin wants to go back.
Everson Griffin does want to go there. That dude is camping outside of our stadium, trying to talk to Mike Zimmer at every chance he gets. He wants to be there. But that's one person who wants to go there.
The receiving core in Minnesota is pretty mid.
Yeah. Especially
we'll be touching on that topic a little.
Yeah. We'll save it. I'll save it. I'll spare you right now. I'll spare you right now.
I mean, do you see any trade? Like, do you see Russell Wilson getting traded? I don't.
Not this offseason.
Man, you know what? I don't see it either. Why?
But
Russell Wilson is. You think you see Seattle Seahawks? You think Russell Wilson? Like,
he has no say in the offense. He's been sacked 100 more times since he's been drafted than every other quarterback.
Russell Wilson his whole career has been Seahawk Nation, 12th man, whole career, and then he's going on this publicity tour this offseason talking about, I don't know if they want me. He doesn't want to be there anymore, man. There's no way.
He doesn't want to be there anymore for sure. But it might be another Deshaun Watson thing. Deshaun doesn't want to be there, but they just are not letting him go.
Also, you got to think there were reports that the Seahawks were looking at bringing Adam Gase in as their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I saw that. Ain't no damn way.
Like, you can't. Come on.
Yeah. We'll see another Jets. So I don't see that happening. But speaking of the Jets, I did hear that they are in the market for Allen Robinson. So
if they get a quarterback, which here's the thing, I think Sam Darnold, for what he's been given, has played really good football. He's a talented quarterback, but he was gifted Adam Gase right out the gate.
Yeah.
There's something called the Adam Gase effect for sure. It happened with Kenyon Drake. It happened with Ryan Tannehill. It's happened with everyone that's left the Jets or Miami. When they left, they've succeeded. So
I think Robert Saleh, my guy Robert Saleh, great defensive coordinator. I think with the guys he's brought in on that coaching staff, Sam Darnold could succeed in the next year or two. They still need to redefine that offensive line and get a true running back, a RB1 there, and a true RB, like a wide receiver one. I mean, you got Brashad Perryman, right? He's on the Jets. He's
They also have
Jamison Crowder. Receiver, slot receiver.
I think they invested. I think when Michael Pirine, I think he was a second round pick last year, if I remember correctly. But when Michael Pirine is there.
I think that, the Jets, they also need a defense big time. They got a couple good pieces, but
the best thing about that, them needing a defense, we want to see what they look like with Robert Saleh, right? He was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco, so he's a very defensive-minded coach. So I can't wait to see how he can turn them around. We might see a new Jets team that's coming up here.
Yeah, and you got AFC East with Buffalo, Jets, Miami, and New England.
That's a tough division.
That is a tough.
Yeah,
if they
very tough.
Because right now it's Miami and Buffalo until the Patriots can get a quarterback and a wide receiver.
Let me just clarify. It's Buffalo. It's no one and
it's Miami next season.
Not next season.
We're gonna get a receiver. Tua's gonna step up.
If they can get Devontae Smith in the draft, I could see them doing good. But I don't know, man.
I mean, New England's going to be back. They had 12 opt-outs this year because of COVID, something crazy like that.
They did, they did. They had them. They were the best.
Gilmore.
Yeah, they were also shopping Gilmore. But they were the team that had the most people out for COVID this year, or like sitting out the season, right? So I'm excited to see it.
You got, who else? They have my thing is this Jaguars coming up. What's going to be happening over there?
Where? In Jacksonville?
Jaguars, Jacksonville.
You know what, man?
Urban
I am
Meyer.
so excited to see Urban Meyer take over that team, and I'm
That'll be
just
big.
very excited to see what is going to happen.
T-Law.
If I was going to be a new coach anywhere, I would want to be with the Jags because they have the most draft capital, they have the most cap space. It's just going to be he can literally turn their whole season around in 1 year. You know,
My thing is, if they want to be good quicker, focus on get Lawrence, get a quarterback that can perform, but focus on solely the defense. Their defense was historically bad this year, and I think that's their
after
Lawrence, you go get 3 or 4 other defensive players in that draft. Try to sign people in free agency on defense because they have good receivers. They have good young receivers. And you can go out and you can get Allen Robinson. Jacksonville,
bring him back, bring him home. That's where he was.
They can afford him. New coach, new quarterback. And you got a good rookie. I mean, James Robinson, undrafted rookie running back, had one of the best seasons coming into.
Hey, James Robinson was a great pickup. I don't think they are hurting at all from losing Leonard. I don't think they're hurting at all.
I think
they're liking
James
that.
Robinson's going to be better in the long run than Leonard.
For
And
sure.
he's on a rookie contract.
Yep.
And he's on a rookie contract.
Undrafted rookie contract.
Yep, exactly.
That's a cheap
Exactly.
contract right there.
Well, they need
Exactly.
an offensive line before a D. You can't have T-Law running around getting.
Yeah, that's going to be rough because
Eight.
look at what happened with the Bengals and Joe Burrow. Their offensive line was the worst offensive line in the league, and
And Joe, let me tell you something. Joe Burrow was tearing it up still. Man, I'm excited to see him recover and come back from that injury.
if the Bengals can go out and get Penny Sewell from Oregon, kind of build an offensive line around him, that'd be really big. But I've seen a lot. There's so many mock drafts out that
Where are the Bengals picking at?
they're 4th. No, they're 5th. It goes. It's
Sewell's going to be the
Jacksonville.
first back off the board for sure, or the first lineman off the board for sure.
Yeah, it's Jacksonville, Jets, Dolphins. They might be 4 then. I can't remember, man.
Do you guys actually think all those quarterbacks are going to go top 10? How
I think
Mayock
so.
and what's his name have it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they're all going to go top 10, but I do think a good majority of them will.
I think the only one that's
Fine.
not going top 10 is Trey Lance.
I don't think Trey Lance or Mac Jones will because
I think Mac Jones will
top
too.
10.
You know what? I'm going to throw it out there. Mac Jones to the Patriots.
That's what I'm thinking.
it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mac Jones to the I'm just saying it. I'm throwing it out there.
What number is the Panthers?
Panthers are 6 or 7.
Oh, they're getting Trey Lance.
No, they might go Justin Fields if he's there.
Justin Fields is not falling past number 4. If anything, the Falcons will take him at 4.
I don't. Yeah, Trey Lance going that high, I just don't see it happening. He didn't didn't play a whole year, damn near.
Yeah, I think he
Who's-
opted out this last season.
Yeah.
Zach Wilson's gonna go before Justin Fields and Trey
Well,
Lance.
Zach Wilson's going number 2. He's going to New York.
Oh yeah.
Unless New York chooses to stick with Sam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know.
Then I think I think Zach Wilson.
Dominoes
goes
will fall after the New York pick for sure. Whether they decide to trade it or whatever they decide to do, that the dominoes will fall after the New York.
I
pick.
think Miami trades out of the 3rd pick, builds a little bit more draft capital, gives it to somebody, and then Devontae Smith goes 3. And I think they trade back a few picks and go with Jamar Chase.
I think Jamar Chase is the first wide receiver off the board, honestly.
I don't think Devontae Smith Heisman Trophy winner, but
I saw someone having Waddle above Smith.
I have
Waddle,
that too
huh?
because I
Just
have seen that
everyone's
too.
down on Devontae Smith's size and speed, which is insane to me. I mean,
all you got. Hey, let your game speak for itself. Look at that. What that man did in 1/2.
Yeah,
One
I mean,
half
you
of what he
gotta
did.
Look at Jalen Waddle was when he got hurt. Before he was hurt, he was outpacing Devontae Smith with less catches, well over 100 more yards than him, and 3 more touchdowns. As soon as he got hurt, that offense shifted right towards Devontae Smith.
For
But,
sure.
I mean,
But I think, no. Either pick you get here would be a great addition to your receiving core.
Hey, don't say that.
Not knocking
Don't
on
say
either
that.
guy. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one.
That's what everyone said with the rugs. That's what everyone said with the rugs. Don't give me that nonsense.
I mean, I
think
think
the
that was
last
pretty
two
clear
drafts-
going into the draft that Justin Jefferson was the best wide receiver there. I don't know how so many people passed on him.
The last 2 drafts, I think, are 2 of the best drafts we will be seeing in a long time, just in pure talent. I don't see. My thing is there. You have Najee Harris and Travis Etienne, 2 of the best running backs. I don't see either of them going in the 1st round.
I was going to say, and the crazy thing is they don't even go in the first.
I don't
in
think
all
I don't
mock
see,
drafts.
the only running back I think Pittsburgh would take a running back with their 1st round pick.
I've
see that
seen
being
I've
the
seen
only
some
team.
people saying Najee Harris to the Seahawks, and that would be absolutely nasty.
But
Fantasy
why?
implications and for regular football.
I mean, Najee Harris is an unreal back. The guy's 230 pounds. He can jump over a dude that's 6'3".
From the Bay. From the Bay.
Hey, but no, for real though. I think he's literally just not a Marshawn, but he's a Derrick Henry 2.0, right? He looks exactly big boy, 240, 230. He's gonna be running dudes over. We all seen it. We've seen it this year in college. So
I think he's more athletic than Derrick Henry.
for sure.
Just in pure like speed, agility. Derrick Henry's just that pure power back that's gonna run through everyone's face.
He's gonna stiff arm you into a new like universe. Stiff you arm. He's gonna stiff arm you into a
Not
new
the stiffy
universe.
arm. He's gonna go to Miami.
Miami, okay.
Miami.
Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
Miami does need a back. I mean, here I'll say this: Miami, they want a back. They have their every time they had a back, they were their 3-down back. Whatever it was, Myles Gaskin or who came in after him, Salvin Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed
came in and he was their 3-down back. So they want a 3-down back.
It's just a matter of keeping one of them healthy.
Yeah,
because they have what they had four. They had Jordan Howard, Matt Breida, Salvin Ahmed, and Myles Gaskin. They had went through 4 different backs this last year. And each time, I mean, Myles Gaskin was clearly the RB1 when he was healthy. And then Ahmed was performing better than the other 2 backs they had on the roster.
Yeah, Jordan Howard was a healthy scratch for most of the year. And then I think he ended up getting cut like week 16 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. That's Miami. That's a team that's going to compete soon.
Definitely.
Very soon.
So we also have Aaron Jones on the list, guys. Aaron Jones, he's at the end of his contract.
Oh, yeah.
What happens with him?
I think he resigns in Green Bay.
Resigns in Green Bay. I'm seeing lots of reports that say he does sign with the Dolphins.
Oh,
I
he could go to
don't think
Miami.
he
I've seen things of him going to San Francisco. I don't think San Francisco goes out and gets a running back. I think
They got too many backs there.
They can have any back in that system. That Shanahan running system is insane.
Oh yeah, I mean you got the 2 top running backs on the team this year were both undrafted free agents when they came into the league, and they were performing better than most running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't see Aaron Jones going back to Green Bay just because they wouldn't have invested a 2nd-round draft capital in AJ Dillon if they.
Why they
and AJ Dillon looks good.
Capital on a quarterback.
Well, I mean they did the same thing with Aaron Rodgers.
I think that was honestly to light that fire under Aaron, though. I think that was really to get him like, okay, let's do it. You want to stay here? You still got more? Let's see it.
Yep. I mean, there's so many guys out on the list right now that could end up on different teams. I think this upcoming season you're going to see a lot of guys in different jerseys. It's going to be an interesting season.
Big changes coming.
I mean, even you got to think last year when Tom Brady signed with Tampa Bay, that was the weirdest
Huge
jersey
shock
swap I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, who really saw that coming? The guy who made the Patriots, right? Who was kind of like their you think of Patriots, who else do you think of?
Disclaimer: if the Tuck rule doesn't happen, the Tom Brady dynasty never happens.
Jesus.
If what?
The
Tuck rule, if it never happens, then the Tom Brady dynasty never happens.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you also
he just went in there and he smacked up the Chiefs, bro. So
you also got to look
at 48. What is he? How old is he?
He's 43.
43?
43. Yeah, 43.
That old ass dude. So I'm saying.
You're also okay if you're looking at in terms of free agency players that are cut. There's going to be a lot of more players being cut coming soon, or salaries being like straight obliterated. You got to look at the Saints right now with $76 million over the cap, and they still have so many guys under contract. Drew Brees, they cut his contract down to $1 million. He looks like he's coming back. They're going to
Drew Brees. Yeah, he's still getting a lot of practicing, right? Isn't he training?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he posted a video on Instagram. I don't know if it was him or his trainer, but he posted a video of him pushing the sled the other day. And it seems like he's just trying to poke the bear to see, like, tease people whether or not he's coming back.
Yeah.
He's going to do the whole Brett Favre thing. He's going to retire and then come back next year. That's what he's going to do.
You think he's going to go to the Jets? Because that's what Brett Favre did.
Oh, God. I saw Brett Favre play with the
Jets.
I went to a Raiders game.
That might not be that might not be bad. Drew Brees. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but hey, that would be a good addition.
He doesn't want to retire because he knows whoever lasts the longest out of him and Brady is going to get the record for the most touchdown passes.
Yeah, and they're going to keep – Brady's going to play till he's 50.
Yeah. Brady's going to keep going, bro.
I
don't know about 50. That's 7 more years, but he'll be there at least 3 more years, I think.
He's going to be in the league at least 3 more years.
I think 3.
Look at the way he played at 43, dude. He barely got sacked.
Man. I mean, he showed signs of decline. especially
did.
in that.
He did.
Early
But
in the season.
He
early
got
in
it
the
done in the
season,
big
he did.
stage.
He
did.
did when it was the biggest moment. He got it done.
But he also, how many? He threw what? 3 interceptions in the NFC Championship game. So I mean, that game wasn't him.
He also had one of the best offensive lines. He didn't get touched.
Tristan Wirfs gave up 1 sack this whole year as a rookie.
Started all
Great
60
addition.
games.
And the
Great.
easily the best receiving core in the NFL. They had Van
Yeah,
Jefferson,
no
the
doubt,
wide
no
receiver
question.
3.
I've never seen a receiving core like that in my life.
The
Yeah.
best two line. I mean, their linebackers, their defensive line, their DBs. That defense was ruthless this year.
Man, it hurt me to see Antoine Winfield go there. Man, I really wanted that man.
I mean, they got they're two linebackers, the two fastest linebackers in the NFL. They are cover linebackers. You can
Yes,
blitz.
Devin White is the best linebacker in the NFL right now.
I agree with that.
Devin White is the best linebacker. Second place, Eric Kendricks.
Fred Warner.
Here we go.
Eric Kendricks.
Here we
Fred
go.
Warner.
Corey
Here we go,
Littleton.
Here we go, boys.
I mean, there's a lot.
So
There's
what
a
a-
lot to unfold.
What about the biggest ticket free agent, Marcus Mariota?
Oh,
There's a lot of.
I
big
think he
ticket
goes
free
to the
agents. You guys
Arena Football League.
You're looking at Trent Williams too out of the Niners. I mean, he hasn't re-signed his contract. That's a big ticket offensive tackle right there. 9-time Pro Bowler, took a year off and came back still all pro level playing. I'm hoping he re-signs with the Niners. I'd say his contract's going to be anywhere with any team's going to be 3 years, $60 million.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't care about no damn offensive line nowhere they go.
Hey,
Now, are you serious? That's
Dude, I'm
such
be
a
real too. I don't
point.
either.
I know the offensive lineman on the Raiders, and that is damn near it.
That's it.
Okay, well then let me give you something we all know. Juju Smith-Schuster. Where does he go?
Raiders.
Mr.
Raiders.
TikTok.
Huh?
He's going.
Hey, TikTok. Hey, TikTok. He said.
Hey,
He's doing
Raiders
Corvette.
He's staying in Pittsburgh. He did say in an interview the other day that he wants to retire in Pittsburgh.
It's not gonna happen.
But does Pittsburgh want him to retire in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh's not gonna pay him that money, especially.
Claypool's a better receiver.
And Deontay Johnson's a better receiver.
And
Deontay
Deontay,
Johnson's got to
I'd
fix
say
his
that.
hands. That man drops every ball thrown.
Deontay Johnson's a better receiver than Juju.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson's is one of the most technical receivers in the NFL. He's open damn near every play.
But he just can't catch.
I mean,
He drops every damn ball.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. They had to
Listen,
say
stick him on those
Amari
roads.
Cooper, and then Amari Cooper shows up to Dallas and puts up all these 100 yards, 1,000 or 7,000 yards. Man, Cooper.
Well, I think
But-
in Oakland, they can
Las
run the ball
Vegas.
and throw the ball. I think in Dallas, that's a more pass heavy offense. Even with Zeke, that's just opening up the run with how much they throw the ball. So clearly, Cooper
Their
going there.
offense is definitely more balanced.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to go in there and get a lot of more opportunities from Dak.
So here's where I think he's going. Jacksonville Jaguars, bro.
Ooh,
We were talking about the Jags signing a receiver a good receiver that they could use in that system and not drafting one and being more of a defensive heavy draft. I think Juju could sign a 5-year deal over there, 4-year deal, something like that. And really, you just hit it off with those are receivers and Trevor Lawrence.
We need to take note of all these predictions. So
We're recording.
no, oh yeah, we are recording this.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not going to come back and listen to the recording.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's right. Sounds good.
Here we go.
Take notes. Keep your notes handy.
But yeah, they really and the crazy thing is with the Jags is they already got so many good receivers over there that are young already. So they got DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, Keelan Cole. They got a lot of good dudes over there already. So I think adding Juju would be a great piece, especially for a young quarterback who's going to need weapons, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to see where all these big ticket free agents go. I mean, there's so many on the board.
Like Deshaun Watson.
I don't
You're
see him
forgetting
getting-
about the GOAT. You're forgetting about the GOAT. Fitzmagic.
Ooh,
It's magic, bro. You know, I just want to see him play on a team because anytime he gets in a game, bro, somehow he brings them back. And you know what game I want to bring up specifically?
Ah,
Again.
damn mouth.
That game against the Raiders, bro. The Raiders.
That had to be one of the most ridiculous sequence of events in ever. It was
Yeah, the way that game ended,
classic Raiders.
I just want to talk about that because this man's face was pulled this way and he threw that ball right on target.
what team
Won that game for him.
What? Because I don't see him wanting to be a backup.
He's
Yeah,
going.
I mean, he's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to accept reality, and he's gonna be a backup.
I
And then
think
if someone
he could go to New
sucks, they're
England and
gonna
start.
Washington or New
Washington
England,
football
guaranteed.
team.
New England football team.
No, I don't. I think
Washington or New England.
Ugh.
I could see him going to New England. I think that's a better fit for him than Washington. I think Washington goes after Cam Newton and a quarterback in the draft.
You know what? I can see Cam Newton because he's got the old coach over there already. Ron Rivera's there,
Yeah.
right?
Ron Rivera, Riverboat
I
Ron.
also saw. I mean, you guys see that report with Alex Smith saying that when he was trying to come back, Washington didn't want him coming back.
They didn't want him. Yeah.
That's nuts to me. Because look what he did when he did come back.
Hey,
I mean,
comeback
they-
player of the year.
They didn't want him because, I mean, would you want a one-legged dude coming off of 3 years of not playing or however long it was?
You know what's funny as hell to me? I was watching the Rams and Washington football team that game. I was watching that game, and I seen Aaron Donald sack this dude, and they did a mic'd up on him, and he's like, that dude's leg's strong as hell because he jumped on that dude's back and couldn't tackle him. Man, yeah, it was honestly so scary to see every time he got a snap in that game. I was honestly scared for that man. But I'm happy to see that he did not get hurt again. And he did win comeback player of the year. Big inspiration to a lot of people.
He played well when he was in. He won a lot of games for that team.
He definitely did.
Granted, that defensive line is as terrifying as any defensive line in the NFL.
Yeah, just imagine if he would have started the whole year. They would have.
What was their final record? They go to like 9-7.
Yeah, I think they made play, or they were right at the playoff cusp.
They were in the wild card. They lost to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, they won the
Chase
division.
Young really wanted to get Tom.
Granted, I was hoping Green Bay was going to end up beating Tampa Bay.
Me too.
Aaron
I did not
Rodgers,
want
that
Tom.
It's just, you can't count against Tom, bro.
You can't. No one can. I mean,
You can't.
clearly, you're looking at
The GOAT. We're looking at the GOAT. No, nothing else.
You're going up against Kansas City, who basically wiped out every team this year, scored at will whenever they wanted, and they couldn't. Granted, they were without 2 offensive tackles in the Super Bowl.
Raiders.
Except for the Raiders.
Except for the Raiders. Very true.
Hey, you want to know a crazy stat? Patrick Mahomes has never lost by double digits until that game.
And they
Oh.
lost by a lot.
Hell yeah.
Not the Raiders game. He only lost by single digits.
No, in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
There you go.
Super Bowl, bro.
Definitely not the Raiders. Raiders don't have enough firepower to put up that kind of points.
No, not at all. Don't
They just
discriminate.
got decoys.
Decoys.
Dude, you're not lying. John Gruden's offense is the most frustrating thing in the world. 3 tight end sets every other play, and it's so frustrating.
That's the whole Niners offense is 2-3 tight
And-
end sets.
Right there with
John
you guys.
Gruden ran
Hey,
the
but you
design
guys got
screen
Kittle.
to Jason
And you
Witten.
guys have Waller. That's the reason you do it.
They
Well, I
just
don't have
ran the
Waller.
design screen to Jason Witten on 2nd and 20. I remember this play because it just pisses me off every time. The 2nd and 20 ran a design screen to 38-year-old Jason Witten. What kind of shit is that?
That is terrible. That's a terrible play call.
That's a bad. That
That is a bad play call.
Well,
All right, boys. So next on the list is we do have Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry is done. He's finished his contract out.
I think he
Well, what-
resigns with the Chargers.
Okay. I can see that. definitely.
I think Justin Herbert is too intriguing for him to leave. And with Derwin James coming back next year, that defense getting healthier, a new coach, I think Hunter Henry stays. That offense is too intriguing. That defense is going to get better. I see the Chargers competing in the AFC West next year after.
I did too. And I mean,
I
they lost
see-
too many close games. Anthony Lynn was just terrible with clock management. I hate to say it because I liked Anthony Lynn, but his clock management, game management was just terrible.
And we have to also look at they did not have Austin Eckler for a lot of that
For
season.
a lot of that game.
right?
Yeah, that's
A lot of that
true.
season they didn't have Eckler. So
And
that really hurt
they were
them.
without their best defensive players for most of the season. They had Joey Bosa all season. That was it. He was the only person who played all season.
Yeah. Joey Bosa. And also it's kind of off topic, but when is Derwin James ever going to play a full season? I feel like he gets hurt every year.
I don't. Has he played a full season yet? His rookie
I don't think
season?
so. I don't think
He's
so.
I think he's in his 3rd year.
Yeah.
This is his second season.
And that's not good if he's getting hurt every year. Of his
And they
career.
traded
3 years in the
Desmond
NFL,
King.
he's
They
hurt every
traded
year.
All-pro corner Desmond King to the Titans.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I mean, they're gonna be in need of in DBs in the free agency. They could go after Jason Verrett, former Charger, who had a great year. Richard Sherman. I see Richard Sherman going to the Jets or the Raiders. One of those. It's gonna be either of those two because his 2 defensive coordinators he played with are once the Raiders, one with the Jets.
He did say he wanted to go to the Jets, right? I think he made
said
that
it-
pretty
he was
obvious.
telling-
He
He
also
told
did a
Deshaun Watson.
Full
to go to the
tampering
Jets.
mode with John Gruden on ESPN, telling John Gruden to call him.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
I think that's more or less him just wanting to play for his former defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
not really wanting to play for the Raiders. But
One in the same. One in the same, bro.
he's going to be
Same,
wanting a
man.
lot of money. He does negotiate all of his own contracts. He has no agent. Everything's done by himself.
Really?
Yeah, he does not have an agent. The contract he signed with the Niners, he did that himself.
Well, what's his degree? And I know he's got like about a 4.0 at Stanford or whatever. Do you guys know what his
Yeah, that dude's smart.
I don't remember
That
what
dude's
his
smart.
degree's in. We can look it up.
You know, whatever I think of Richard Sherman, you know the one thing that comes to my head?
Skip Bayless.
No.
Oh.
Don't
Super Bowl.
Don't put me up against a sorry ass
Crabtree.
receiver like Crabtree.
Yes, exactly that.
That's
Super
an NFC
Bowl.
championship game. That's not Super
Oh
Bowl.
yeah, NFC Championship. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, the championship game. Man, yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal.
And then he went and played for the Niners. You got KJ Wright too, a longtime Seahawks, saying he has no problem going to San Francisco. He sees no problem with that. All these like Seahawks fans hating the Niners.
Yeah, I feel like.
Hey, I mean, they got a good defense, man. If you're gonna be a defensive player and you want to play for a good defense,
You want to play for the best.
The Niners are
everyone
good.
wants to play for get their best opportunity. I mean, a lot of guys chase money.
everyone wants that bag, dude.
But if you want to play to win, you got to go to the team regardless, man. I get your money, but also go to the best situation.
And that's not the Niners.
Whoa, we don't discriminate here.
Hey, you can have an opinion though.
He can have an opinion.
Jimmy
I mean,
G's
is the
going back to
Niners
the
defense going to be the
Patriots.
same now?
Nope, they lost Sala. They're
Nah,
down.
Hey,
yeah,
to
that's what I'm
D'Amico
saying.
Ryan's
That is true.
D'Amico Ryan's going to be a great defensive coordinator. He was with
Who
Saleh
did they
every
sign as
year.
their defense coordinator?
D'Amico Ryan's former linebacker for the Texans.
Yeah, don't even know who that is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's an all-pro linebacker.
You know,
And he was with
I don't know
every
who
year.
it is either.
Saleh was a defensive coordinator in San Francisco. He was a part of that the defensive tree. He was the
He was
linebackers
already a part of the staff in San
Yeah.
Francisco. Okay.
Yeah, he was the linebackers coach.
Okay.
So I see him coming in and doing great. I think, clearly things are going to be different as it, when you change coaches, everything changes. But I don't see it being that big of a difference between Saleh and D'Amico Ryans because the defense is still going to play football. Play calls
Definitely.
are just going to be different. D'Amico Ryans might come in and blitz more. Saleh was not a big blitzer. This year he blitzed more just because we didn't have as big of a pass rush in San Francisco because of Bosa getting hurt.
I mean,
for
I
not
doubt you'll
playing
have the
ball.
pass rush next year too, because Bosa's going out at least week 2. I shouldn't say that. I
So,
shouldn't wish that.
so now you're
I
hoping
shouldn't
people
have
get
said
hurt,
it.
man. See, you can't be doing that.
I don't want to wish any injury on anyone.
All right, we're gonna move. So Will Fuller, that dude, I got him going to the Colts. You guys, who'd the Colts just get a quarterback?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. They're gonna need some targets for him, man. They got Paris Campbell over there who looked pretty good for his rookie year.
I think
Michael
Will
Pittman.
Fuller goes to Green
Michael
Bay.
Pittman looked great.
This is a good one. I think Green Bay is a better fit for Will Fuller,
Definitely.
but it all depends because you still have Alan Lazard who played great when he was in Marquez, Valdez, Scantling.
It's weird.
Feedback who played.
It's weird. They're really sold on those receivers. They really sold on them because I thought Will Fuller would have been on them last year.
Adams, they're just going to open up everyone else.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I think you would want someone like Will Fuller on that team.
Because then it's going to
someone
take
who's
the pressure
gonna-
off Devontae Adams. You put Will Fuller and Devontae Adams on the same field.
Will Fuller would eat.
I feel like
bro.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't want another receiver, to be honest with you. He loves force feeding Devontae Adams.
Oh, I know.
But
And,
imagine
and
you
it
get
works.
Imagine
It
you
works.
get another receiver and it takes the double team off of Devontae Adams. You can literally force feed him all
You're not
day.
taking
with
the
one.
you're not taking the double up Devontae Adams. No,
No, you double him every single play. Every single play. It doesn't
Will
matter.
Fuller's going to be open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you would want to bring someone like him who's got that speed. Who's gonna get downfield quick and let Aaron Rodgers launch that ball, dude. But yeah, no, there's a lot of different. This offseason, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see.
There'll be a lot to unfold in the coming weeks.
Yeah,
Reports
yeah,
come out,
we're definitely gonna touch on all of it.
I mean, we could segue
what's-
into the NBA. I don't know if
What's the hot
trades going on.
topic?
No, we're going to the NBA. NBA guys. Diego,
This is
start
gonna be
us
more-
off.
This is going to be more of the Isaiah and Scott category.
We're gonna have Diego.
Reggie,
take it
Reggie
away.
and Scott category.
Reggie, this is
I'll
Reggie.
Yo,
cut
check
that out,
it.
bro. I'll cut that out.
All right, so let's do that again.
Steph Curry's the GOAT. Better than
Man,
MJ.
can we just talk about what I text you guys the other day? That someone said they would rather have CP3 on their team, prime CP3 over prime Steph.
Not a chance.
Prime CP3 over Steph Curry. Steph Curry revolutionized basketball. Bro, that dude changed the game with that 3-point shot.
CP3
dude.
CP3 is a great
That-
point guard. He's a
His
great
MVP
point guard.
season.
I think
Was the best offensive season of all time.
I think CP3 as a whole, as like a traditional point guard, is great. But Steph Curry is opening up the floor just with his shooting ability.
Yeah, people don't understand the impact of just being on the floor as Steph Curry has.
Yeah.
Just
That
being
dude
on
will
the
not
floor.
have the ball in his hand, but he'll still draw double teams over in the corner. You don't want him to get that ball.
And there was during the KD era, there was it still happens, but that's just one play that always pops in my head. KD was dribbling down the floor on a fast break. 2 defenders didn't stop ball, both around Steph Curry in the corner, and KD just had a fast break dunk without
you're letting KD run like that's Kevin Durant right there.
The best scorer ever.
All of your attention to
Not
Steph
ever.
Curry. That's pure skill right there. That's changing the game.
It literally changed the game. I don't think until Steph started doing that stuff 3 to 4 years ago, we never seen anything like that, right? And then he came in and just kind of shook up the whole league with just like taking it from half court, his logo shots, really just anywhere it didn't matter.
Logo shots.
Now LeBron's taking logo shots and airballing it against the Timberwolves. I just had to throw that in there.
Well, because
suck that.
all the guys that are like top of list in 3 points made, those are all shooting guards, right?
What's that?
Yeah, Ray Allen, Reggie Miller.
They're all shooting guards. The fact that a point guard,
Yeah.
I don't really see point guards taking shots like that all that often. Well, now a lot more.
Now it's like I said, it's because he changed the game
Before Steph, they're game managers.
for
They're
sure.
all over the floor. They're big on assists, scoring when they have to. But I think point guards are more meant to manage the game. But Steph's managing the game, but also taking over the game. He's winning
Pass
games
first kind of thing.
for the Warriors. I mean, he's going to go down as the greatest shooter of all time. His
Yeah.
brother,
Oh,
too.
he already
His
is.
brother-
He already is.
If you've looked at the stats, I came across the stats like when Steph had that season when they went 73-9, and he had that the percentages of each of his
50, 45, 90.
His brother's like 90, 50, 50 right now.
No, his brother was 50, 50, 100.
Oh, 50, 50, 100. That's nuts.
He didn't
Wait,
miss
granted,
once from the free throw.
Like,
I'm not sure if that stat is still holding today, but I
Right
did
now,
see
this
that
year?
stat.
That's
Right now,
year's
this year?
stat. Yeah,
Huh?
that's happening right now.
Nah, I saw that. I think he's 48, 46, 90 right now. I checked the other day.
But even
Okay,
then, I mean,
we're talking about Seth, right?
yeah,
yeah,
Seth.
Seth.
That
Yeah,
Curry
okay,
tree,
yeah.
that Curry tree, man, and shooters.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing too is their dad played in the NBA, so they got all that. They got all that extra shoot, and he was a great shooter. So he's just been passing that down,
Oh
force
yeah.
feeding them that their whole life.
Who's winning NBA MVP? Who's winning that? this year?
MVP?
Yeah, who's winning that?
Anthony Edwards. What the hell?
Boy.
Hold up.
I think.
We on a new topic?
Oh god.
Are we on a new topic? Hold up. Let me see something.
For
Who's
those
winning?
listening on the podcast and not
Let me
tuning
see
in on
something.
YouTube, but Scott is currently taking off his Vikings jersey and putting on a Minnesota jersey.
Oh yeah, little wardrobe change,
Who's
guys.
Who's winning the championship? Who's taking it this year?
What happened to MVP? I want to talk about MVP.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
stick with
okay,
MVP.
Who's
So-
in the running? Who's in the list right now? Let me find that.
Joel Embiid, Bron, Steph, kinda, Luca, and Giannis. That's pretty much the list. And Joker, you can put Joker in there.
Definitely, you can put Joker.
Let's see. Where we at?
But I think I want LeBron to win it just because I will say I'm a
Hey,
LeBron sexual.
2 days
I'll be
ago,
honest with
I'm
you.
looking at the Kia race to the MVP ladder. Joel Embiid's number 1 right now.
Yeah, he's playing phenomenal. It's insane.
Doing great.
he-
You just had 50 points the other night.
yeah. And he
Okay,
can
look,
stretch the
here-
floor
this is
like
stats
no
right
other
now. He's-
center in the league at his
So did
size.
Joker.
So we got Joel Embiid. He's averaging 29 points a game, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. Now he's number
Really
1.
only one block. But what is he? He's shooting something crazy, like 65% from the field, though, isn't he?
A lot of those are dunks. Let's just throw that out there.
I don't have the percentage, like his shooting percentage on there. Number 2 is LeBron. He's always going to be in the race, going 25, 8, and 8. Then you got number 3 is Joker at 26, 10, and 8. And then Steph is 4, 35, 6. And 5 is Dame, 29, 4, and 8.
I'm just every time I see Joker play, I'm just really astounded by how he has the handles as a big man too. This is tough. As a big man, he can shoot, he can dribble, he can pass, he was in the skills challenge to like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
He's the best passing big man in the history of the league by far.
Fastest?
Best passing.
Oh, best passing. Yeah.
I did
Best
read that
passing.
the other day.
And he did, and he lost an insane amount of weight this offseason.
He was getting big. He was looking a little thick. And he definitely lost. He took some pounds off of that.
I think he's having a better season than Joel Embiid.
That's my opinion. I think Joker is in the lead right now for me.
I mean, he's averaging a few less points, basically the same rebounds a game, and he's quadrupled the assists per game.
Yeah, and he's just a better overall shooter, in my opinion. I think that kind of plays a factor into it because he can hit the 3 ball, he can take it in. I just don't see Joel doing that very much.
The thing that sucks about Joel Embiid's situation, I mean, he has Seth Curry, obviously, but his point guard, anytime Ben Simmons is on the same side of the floor as him, I mean, they try to mitigate that as much as possible, but anytime Ben Simmons is on the same side of the floor as him, the point guard just crashes.
That's really what it is, too. You got to get that. Ben Simmons, he's got to get a 3 ball down. If he can't get a 3 ball, like, come on, man. It ties back into the whole Steph Curry situation. Like, he changed it. You got to be able to shoot a 3 ball.
I mean, everyone has to be able to shoot a 3 ball in today's league, damn near.
You have to be able to. It's just the way the game's changing. And he's got to have the confidence to throw that shot up there. Even if you brick it, start practice. That's the only way you're gonna make it. You just gotta start throwing them up.
I think it was Rajon Rondo. I was listening to not a sponsor of the All the Smoke podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was listening to them, and Rajon Rondo was on there, and he was saying, I was looking around, and there's this dude's shooting threes. Like, I'm gonna start shooting threes. He's out there shooting 2 for 11 from 3, so I'm gonna start shooting threes. And I mean, that's what Rondo said. He said he just started chucking them up.
You have to. How do you expect to make a shot if you're not taking it?
Yeah.
Right? Jordan said that, didn't he?
I mean, it's 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Diego, how you feeling about this topic?
I don't know anything.
Who's your MVP?
I know who's gonna win the championship. I don't know who's gonna be the MVP.
Okay. Who's winning the championship?
Brooklyn.
Oh, he's got the Nets. That's a hot take. I can see that.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree.
I can see it, dude. I can see it. I think once playoffs comes, it's a different world. I mean, we're seeing a lot of regular season. Go ahead.
How are you going to stop that firepower? They're going to average 130 points a game in the playoffs.
They're going to give up 130 points in the playoffs as well. But
the thing is, the other opposing team isn't going to be able to match that firing power night in, night out.
No, yeah. I completely agree with you. Their defense is shit, but that's the only thing that's wrong with them.
Let's talk about James Harden's 1-week transformation, losing like 75 pounds in 5 days.
Dude, that dude was stuffing pillows under his shirt, bro. That was not real weight. He was trying to get out of there, bro.
He was trying hard.
He was bouncing.
Do you guys agree with what Draymond said the other day about how the league, how they treat players when they're trying to be traded versus how when
100%
teams are trying to get traded?
100%. Well, that's the thing that's crazy to me is how you can trade somebody while they're in a game. Dude, they're playing a game for you, right? For your organization. They're playing a game for you, trying to win that game. And you're just going to go and trade them during halftime. And then you want the players to be cool about it. Like, okay, I got traded. It's whatever. Like, that man just invested a whole bunch of time of his life into
the people running these teams. It's a business to them.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's all margins. It's trying to keep the most amount of money in their pockets.
I think the players understand that they think it's a business, and it is a business. But where the players draw the line, there's like a rift is if the players aren't allowed to look at it as a business.
No,
only the owners are allowed to look at it as a business.
Yeah, yeah. And they want the players to just shut up and be cool with it, right? Like, okay, you got traded at halftime now. Sit on that bench and smile. Like, no, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not doing that. I'm going to voice my opinions. So
I feel like that happens a lot in baseball too. Middle games, people getting traded all the time. I mean,
definitely,
people get traded. They're like in a series, and they have to go from one locker to the other. Literally cross the diamond. Just go to that other locker room. You're playing for them tonight.
Yeah, you're playing for the opposite side.
That's what's. I mean, granted, in baseball, it's not like you're creating plays and stuff. You're on a position. But even then, like you're getting traded mid-series, mid-game. Baseball's starting to get up. So I'll talk about baseball. I can talk about baseball all day long.
No, I could too.
When that gets going, we'll start talking about that. Well, we got like 10 minutes left. We can get into our debates.
Let's go into our debate.
We're going to debate a topic each week. We're going to come with some notes, and we're going to have some fun with it.
I'll just be freestyling.
I'll just be freestyling. You hear me?
This week, it's the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. There was a lot of speculation between Justin Herbert and Justin Jefferson. Who should have won? I have my opinions. I know Scott.
You know his name is Justin Herbert.
Herbert?
Yeah.
The
I
H is
found that out
silent.
not too long ago.
Okay,
The H
Justin
is
Herbert.
silent. Justin Herbert.
Herbert?
Yeah.
And you got, so I have my opinions. Scott's for sure got his opinions. I don't know about Reggie or Diego, but we could kick it off right away
Kick it
I
off
got-
with the Vikings fan.
with the Vikings fan.
No, I'll go in a second.
No, he's going
Okay,
first.
okay, hold
No,
on.
I'll go in a second.
I got some stuff that I brought up, and you're looking at Justin Jefferson, probably the best rookie receiver we've seen in a long time. But at the same time,
The best.
I mean,
Probably of all time, the best rookie receiver of all time.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it. I don't get into it yet. You talk, Josh. You talk. You talk.
Okay, here's
Go
the-
ahead.
I got a comparison between Justin Herbert and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was offensive rookie of the year last year.
What he
Justin
shouldn't have
Herbert
been, Josh Jacobs should have been. Go ahead, continue.
And hey, that's an opinion. But I'm looking at Kyler Murray's rookie stats. They went 5-10-1. He threw 64% completion percentage, 3,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He rushed for 544 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Oh,
3
man, that
fumbles,
just
lost
brings
2 of
Matt
them.
all over again. He should not have won rookie of the year.
Okay,
Go
and
ahead.
then Justin Herbert. They went 7-9. I think that a worse defense than the Cardinals did last year. Justin Herbert, 66% completion, 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He also rushed for 234 yards and 5 touchdowns. And then you're looking at Jefferson, and then I think the best rookie receiver from 2019 is A.J. Brown. I think in terms of rookie seasons, A.J. Brown was the best receiver in the class last year. And he didn't have as many yards as Jefferson. He didn't have as many targets. He had more touchdowns, less fumbles, more rushing yards. I think, and it's not even a QB winning offensive rookie of the year is not even the standard. Since 1957,
What about okay? Yeah, okay. I've started. It's like 8 or something like that. Right.
1957, since 1957, there's been 10 quarterbacks win offensive rookie of the year.
What about the last 3 years?
Last 3 years, it's been 2.
Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, and then I think it was a running back.
It was a running back. It's a running back heavy award. Since 1996, it's been 12 running backs. Since 1996, it's been only 4 receivers since 1996. It's not. I think rookie running backs and rookie quarterbacks change the game more often for their team than a receiver does. Jefferson fell into a great system. You had Thielen, who was drawing more coverage than anyone
Cousins,
else.
the quarterback. I won't say all that. Yeah, Kirk Cousins, the quarterback.
Okay, it's still a good system for him because you have Dalvin Cook, who's going to open up the pass game consistently. And then you have Thielen, who's going to take the number 1 corner until Jefferson started to perform, and that started to change.
Jefferson was getting a lot of number 1 guys.
And that's when he started to perform. And I'm not, here's the thing. I am not clowning on Jefferson's performance at all. Best rookie receiver we've seen in my lifetime. Randy Moss won it in 1990 something. I got it right here. Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Not Randy
Talking
Johnson.
baseball now?
Sorry. Where am I? Randy Moss won it in 1998. 98. That's, Jefferson broke all of his records. So clearly the best rookie receiver I've seen in my lifetime.
You know who else records he broke? Anquan Bolden, who had that record set.
Anquan Bolden won it in 2003.
With 1,377 yards.
And like I said,
Justin Jefferson had 1,400 yards as a rookie.
He did.
My guy.
He did. I got the stats right here. I have
Getting
all
second
of his
stringers.
stats from his rookie season.
He had number 1 corners on him.
125
Big boy.
targets, 88 catches, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Would you say Justin Herbert's a top 10 quarterback in the league right now?
No.
Answer the question.
I'm not gonna say yes.
Would you say Justin Jefferson's a top 10 receiver in the league right now?
I would say yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Because there's a
I would
lot
say
of
yes.
great receivers that you could put in that list. A lot of great receivers.
I'll give you I'll tell you who I think is better than Justin Jefferson right now.
All right, give me it.
All right, how about this? I'll give you him or him, and
All
you
right.
tell me who's better.
All right.
Allen Robinson or Justin Jefferson?
Allen Robinson, the right system's better than Justin Jefferson.
No. That's not the question. That's not the question.
Okay, then Justin Jefferson's better than Allen Robinson, but
Okay.
Allen Robinson's got no quarterback over there in Chicago.
Okay, we're talking about right now. We're talking about right now.
I
Keenan
take
Allen.
that back. I take that back. Allen
Keenan Allen.
Robinson's got better hands than Jefferson. Allen Robinson doesn't drop the ball.
Justin
dog.
Jefferson, I would say Justin Jefferson is the 2nd or 3rd best route runner in the league right now between
Great
Devontae
runner,
Adams.
but I think
Devontae Adams is up there, and so is Stephon Diggs.
Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league. You can argue that.
Well, no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about route running.
Whoa.
We're talking route running, Josh.
Give me the him or hims.
Keenan Allen.
Justin Jefferson.
Wow, I thought you'd say Keenan Allen. If that's where that line is right there, where you're putting Jefferson over Keenan Allen, then I'm definitely saying Justin Jefferson's a top 10 receiver.
Keenan Allen is top 10. So if you were going to say that, he's above.
Look at Keenan Allen's been in the league longer. He's easily a top 10 receiver. Keenan Allen is, but
in my opinion, he's the most sure-handed receiver in the league.
He does not drop the football. That is for sure. Okay, who's next?
I mean, that
was your only two. Let me give you
proved it. You proved it.
Yeah, you proved it. You proved it right there.
But Justin Herbert
could be a top 10, but he's the second best rookie.
See, I just don't agree with that.
I don't even want to know who you're going to say.
Justin Herbert has more rookie records.
Okay, there's also more rookie records to break as a quarterback. What else Justin Jefferson can't control the whole game. He touches that ball every damn play as a quarterback, dude.
Yeah, but there's as many records by rookie receivers as there are quarterbacks. You realize that, right? Because when rookies come in, they set records. So there's the same amount of records to be broken for a rookie receiver as there's for a quarterback.
No, but there's not though. There's pass completions, there's touchdowns, there's rushing yards. There's records on records for a quarterback.
Receivers have rushing yards. Receivers catch the ball. They have yards. They have touchdowns. It's all the same.
The three things that you're looking at as a receiver is catches, yards, touchdowns. That's all you're looking at.
And so you got catches and yards. He had 188 receptions.
You can't
1400 yards, 7
this.
touchdowns. AJ Brown had more touchdowns than him in his rookie year with less catches and less.
But that's just a product of the offense because Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen are the red zone targets, along with Kyle Rudolph and
Very true. We have a lot of weapons over there that gets overlooked sometimes. When have you ever seen? This dude broke Randy Moss's. Do you know who we're talking about? Randy Moss, bro. He broke this dude's records.
Yeah, I understand that.
Randy Moss.
Who did Justin Herbert's record break? Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield is who he broke. That's exactly who it was.
To the playoffs.
Come on, dog.
You're looking like it's the same. It's the same thing here and there. It's all these records. Whose record are they breaking? He broke Randy Moss's record, but then he broke Anquan Bolden. Anquan Bolden's not nearly the same receiver as Randy Moss.
1996.
He's not, but what I'm saying is what's so significant about that record was set in 2003, Josh. That hasn't been touched until 2020 by Jefferson. And Baker Mayfield's, I'm assuming, was 2016, 2017. So that's not,
2017.
Whenever that record was set, right? So that record got passed up pretty quickly. We haven't seen a rookie receiver come in and do the things that Jefferson did since 2003, we'll say.
And you mentioned LA's defense being bad, and I think that helps Justin Jefferson because
he's on the field more.
They have to come from behind all the time. Same thing with Russell Wilson. When Russell Wilson was going down 30 to whatever in the first half, that's why in the beginning of the season.
So what was the Vikings record?
40 yards a game.
The Vikings had the ball. Their defense wasn't good this year.
It was
their
not.
running game was also one of the best in the league.
Very true. Very true.
But that also should open up the passing game. Why do you think he went for 1,400 yards? Because it opened up the pass game.
Because he's the top 10 receiver in the NFL.
Top 10.
Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, year 2 is going to be a top 10 quarterback.
Over Derek Carr?
Well over Derek Carr. Easily. I think Chargers in year 2, they don't beat the Chiefs for the AFC West title, but I think they're coming right behind them.
By the way, Josh, the Chargers and the Vikings both had a 7-9 record, so you can't go off record.
I'm not going off records, but I'm saying is that
you were asking the record. So
the Vikings had the ball a lot because they were behind. They were coming back. So you're looking at teams with the same record. Justin Herbert as a rookie quarterback has been the best rookie quarterback we've seen in years.
But since 2017.
Since 2017.
I think Herbert's better than Mayfield. And in the long run, he will be better than Mayfield.
In the long run, we're talking now though. He won the award now.
Herbert is better than Mayfield now. Mayfield's not a top 10 quarterback.
Mayfield just took him to the playoffs,
Mayfield. They have the best running offense in the league.
They do for sure. But Mayfield was definitely a part of that.
He was.
What else was a great addition was Kevin Stefanski over there.
Yeah, but Herbert's still better than Mayfield now.
Josh, I'm really impressed with how you transitioned to Herbert so quick.
That's just what I do. Scott, do you have your rebuttal?
My rebuttal for what?
We got like 5 minutes.
For what? What'd you say?
why Jefferson should have been rookie of the year.
Oh, dude, I thought we've been going over that. What are we talking about?
So
How much more of an impact can you have a game on as a receiver than Justin Jefferson did?
Dude, he did what he could. Whenever that ball was thrown to him, he got it done.
And whose celebrations are better?
Hey,
oh my God.
Hey, but for real though. Throw them bees up. You feel me? Hey,
All right.
who changed the game with all those celebrations? I didn't see anyone else doing the gritty till Jefferson came.
Oh
All
my
right,
God,
in
it's
the
one
podcast with the
celebration.
gritty, Scott.
All right, right after Diego hits that gritty.
Hit it for me, dog.
Dude,
All right,
come on,
guys,
do it for
that's all the
JJ.
time we have for today's podcast. Tune in next
Gotta-
week. We'll have some more
Scott's gotta hit
information
the
for you.
gritty.
I'll throw them bees up.
What'd you say?
Got to get up.
I got to go to work.
This is your job.
It's going to be my job. That's all the time we have for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Check us out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, TikTok. Putting out content everywhere.
Every week, Monday, tune in, you guys.
Mondays, we'll be releasing these shows. All right.
Josh, are we gonna be releasing it Monday in the afternoons or evenings or?
It's going to be in the early to mid afternoon.
Okay, so you guys can expect that around like 1 or 12, right? Maybe 2 o'clock.
Between noon and 2 o'clock.
Yes, sir. All right.
Those are going to be the times.
Thank you guys for stopping by. We really appreciate it. We will see you all next week. Great debate, boys. I loved it. That was a great first podcast, I think.
And Master Debaters.
Master debaters.
Friend, family,
Not to
friend,
get confused.
family.
Hey, I didn't. It's Master Debaters.
Master debaters. Not to get confused. All right, guys.
All right, boys. Until
I'll catch you guys
time,
next week.
This
later.
is the Game Chat.
Thanks for stopping by. Game Chat Podcast, #1 podcast out right now.
Your favorite sports show.
All right.
Where else are you going to get this kind of entertainment?
Shut up and sit down.